Welcome back to the Netflix Rookie Cup Series here on or at Sonoma on FMB TV3, race 15 to 15, the finale. It's all going to come down to this. But before we get to the race, let's run down your qualifying order real fast. Brad Stafford is going to be first in 17. Ryan Williams is going to be second. Corey Heffley third. 83 of Riddle. The 2 of Silverson. The 91 of Streeter, Wesley, Talampas, Vonderberg 9th, and Brendan McGee in the 82 going to round out your top 10. Notable qualification results, we got Pendiskio 13th, and you have to go pretty far back before you get to your championship contender, longtime leader, Jeremy Stanley, starting 29th. Let's get the call to start the engines.
Drivers, start your engines!
And there they are. We are about to go green flag racing. As always, in the booth with us today, we got Dick. And we've got Alex Bates, as always, to make sense of it all. And as the cars start to roll off real quick, what do you guys think we can see?
Well, it's a road course here, so you're going to see probably some people we don't normally see up front. And now we're gonna have some of our normal guys up front, but I don't know. They're smart. They're gonna get spread out pretty quick, and that's just natural road course racing.
Coming to the line, the 17 of Stafford and the 98 of Ryan Williams gonna lead them to the flag, and we are green at Sonoma, the last race of the season.
Look at the bumper of that 17 car. I think he might have got a tap on the pace side because it looks a little dented in.
Yeah, might have had some contact early on. We'll see if that affects him.
Oh, we got a wreck at the back. I think it might be Brendan McGee.
Looking for it. We got a single car spin in the back. I think we will remain green. We remain green. Still racing here at Sonoma. Already Stafford out to a huge lead. Behind him, Corey Heffley. And behind him, Ryan Williams with the field of a lot of drivers trying to get around this track fast. 3 wide. Look at Vonderberg make the move on the outside. Vonderberg, the road course ringer. Let's see if we make it down the downhill just fine. Left, right, left. Up the hill. Very fast part of the track.
Oh, McGee gets a lot of that curb.
Heffley, you mean?
Maybe.
In the 5, Corey Heffley. As we seem to get through the first lap without any problems, we remain green. That single car spin, we will look once we get a couple laps under our way. And going back and looking, it does appear Brad Stafford in the 17, he did have contact on the pace lap, and he's definitely got damage to the back end of that car. So we'll have to wait and see if that affects him. And it looks like Corey pulled on him quite a bit there. As nothing exciting up front is happening, let's go back and take a look at what's going on back here. Looking at Brendan McGee and Vonderberg going at it now. And it looks like McGee's going to try to get into this corner. Let's wait and see. He tries to dive it in. There he goes. Brendan McGee under Vonderberg. There's the dive bomb we like to see here at Infineon.
Yeah, but Vonderberg's going to have the advantage here in this first part of the S's, and he's going to clear him.
And just like you said, he goes through, but Vonderberg not going to get, or McGee not going to give up. He's got the inside going into the next corner, but does he have enough time to get there? Still side by side, but Vonderberg starting to pull away now from McGee. Behind him, Jeffrey McClintock going on the pass, what appears to be Bale. Yep, Bale right there is McClintock working on that still side by side as they come around to complete lap number 2. Both those cars running good. Almost contact as McClintock goes around him on the outside. Back up front, Corey Heffley's still not able to get to Stafford just yet. 3 laps in the book. Ryan Williams remaining 3rd. So far, clean.
Ryan Williams still, last few weeks he's really started to show what he's had, and now you just got to think that if maybe he could have got started off early in the season, he could have been one of our contenders.
He's definitely one of them drivers that came in late.
Definitely a late bloomer there for Ryan Williams. We'll have to wait and see if it comes into play. for a win this season. As we look back at this field, couple side by side going through the S's. Oh man, contact with mud in the 38 of Ogle. That could have been bad. A very fast part of the track. Ogle going for the pass on the inside. Outside is mud, side by side, going into the second to last corner. We will see a lot of action here today in the back of the pack as they are still remaining to be packed up. And actually, ironically, we've got a couple of our contenders battling for the championship running in the back. Jeremy Stanley, who started 28th. Oh, he just got turned.
Oh.
Jeremy Stanley around as I looked on him, and they're going into turn 1 up on the hill. As I was just talking about him, both of those cars, and it's London who gets wedged on the hill. That might be a caution, and it definitely is.
The 19 is stuck. That is the yellow.
Yeah, he probably won't have a chance of getting off that.
Very dangerous spot to be stuck there. So we are racing back to the line, and we were just talking about Jeremy Stanley being in the back of the field in a terrible string of luck for that championship contender, as Tyler Wesley is leading your points as of right now. Pandiscio appears to be the last hope to take it away from Wesley, as he is running 14th last time by. I'm pretty sure he's made up some positions since then. Coming around the last corner as Corey Heffley starts to catch Stafford, but it's not going to be enough. Coming to the line to take the yellow. The 17 is Stafford, getting that damage early in the race on the pace lap. But a track like this, you don't really have to worry about little minuscule damage like that.
I think if Stanley has it, no, he didn't get too much damage off of that. He didn't really hit anything, so he might be able to battle back from that, but...
Yeah, let's go back and take a look at what happened exactly. As you see a little bit of a scratch on the right side, but that's just about it, as Dick was just telling us about. Put in slow motion going into the uphill, and it appears that the 57 of Stanley just got out of the gas, and the memo was not caught by London, and basically just turned Stanley with his side of his car. Stanley's lucky to get off the banking without getting stuck, but London, being a rookie mistake, backs off the banking, gets wedged, and they'll get that tow truck out there to get him out. As it appears, a couple cars not happy, as it kind of a bumping match here as they were all slowing up. Don't know what that's all about. It appears that Corey Heffley gets in the back of Stafford. Not sure why. No damage to any of these cars, but definitely makes you wonder. As there it is again, Corey all over the back bumper of Stafford. Someone's not happy. I have to look for that. That might be a developing story. Well, we're at Infinity On, so these cautions take a while to get around the track. We're going to go to our first commercial break. You're watching FMB TV 3, Netflix Rookie Cup Series, live at Sonoma for the season finale. Don't turn away. Welcome back to the Netflix Rookie Cup Series here on FMB TV 3. Pace car lights are out. Stafford elects to stay out as well as a majority of the field until you get back to the couple of guys that had damage. London trying to catch back up to the pack. We don't think he'll make it. Stanley is there. He made a pit stop, so these guys are in the back of the field. Stanley, if he wants to win this championship, he's going to need a little bit of luck on his side. Because all these guys are really bunching up for this start, even some of them getting really close to touching. As a lot of these guys are getting ready to take this start. Here we go. Stafford in the 17, Corey Heffley, and Ryan Williams leading them to the flag here on lap number 6 of 28. Very slow start. Green flag is out. And they are bunched up back here 2 by 2 already, actually. Wouldn't be surprised to see some black flags.
There's 3 wide right there, and we got a wreck.
Crash in the back.
Way up. Oh, he just barely missed the fence.
I think we might have got one car around. No caution as it's Reeds, and he is up on the side of the mountain there. I think he's going to be stuck. No caution. We remain green.
I don't think that'll be a caution. I think he's far enough behind that wall.
I think he's actually just parking it up there, and he might get towed. As we're looking back here in the pack, heavy amounts of racing going on. Guys racing really hard for these positions. We're going to look back here at the 06 of Jeffrey McClintock and Pandiscio going at it side by side. That could have been close. Watch out. In the back, couple more
Hey.
side-by-side action going on.
Tedesco's really gotta watch it. He's really the only championship contender right now, other besides Wesley, which is running the 4th. So he's really gotta watch, make sure he doesn't get involved in a wreck.
Pendiskio going to the outside of McClintock. He'll make the pass before they get to turn 1. McClintock going to try everything to get back to the bumper up to him. And we'll replay that wreck that we had just in a couple laps once all this racing settles down. Right now up front, your leaders are continuing to be Corey Heffley and Stafford in the 17, who has led all day. A very dominant performance so far early on here in the race. Especially with that back end damage he received early in the race.
Yeah, that definitely hurt him.
Vonderberg with the dive bomb into turn, into the hard right-hander. The 91er Street are going to have to fight him off. Vonderberg being the road course ringer, taking over for Acosta after his terrible crash at Road America, which was one of...
McClintock's going to try it again, going through the S's, try to get around Pendiskio.
Side by
goes
side.
wide.
These guys are truly
See
fighting
who'll
for
have
this
the
position.
advantage.
Pendiskio goes around the outside of McClintock. See if McClintock charges into the next corner. Can't get it done. Actually locks up the brakes a little bit. Back into the gas. Pendiskio is starting to pull away now.
Things are starting to settle down a little bit back in the back.
We'll check up front real fast before we go back take a look at this replay. Right now it appears Corey Heffley is just about a second behind Stafford. Ryan Williams just about a second behind Corey and about 2 seconds behind the leader. Let's go back and take a look at what happened to Reeds early on this restart.
Oh, Tyler Wesley makes the run for 4th as he goes around Riddle.
Looking back at this, oh, it's Gilson and Mudd. They actually just go 3 wide like Dick had called it. And he goes right up, and he's very lucky he isn't to row that car going up that embankment, and he just ends up parking it up there, and they have towed him back to the pits. So looking back at the field now, a little side-by-side action going on with Zach Austin, one of our new faces to the series, winning a race at Las Vegas a couple weeks ago. Definitely improving at Atlanta, getting it done there with, I think, a bad incident got him into some trouble. Not a good finish, but he did show his face a couple times there at Atlanta.
I know this might sound a little crazy, but I think that back end damage that Stafford has is helping him a little bit.
It could be. It very well may just be doing that. As he continues to run the exact distance every lap, it seems, Corey Heffley and Stafford seem to be pulling away from the charging Ryan Williams and Tyler Wesley machine. As Wesley continues to make up spots. But Vonderberg, they're 9th, not able to get anything done. He started 9th, and he's continuing to run there. Is now Vonderberg through the S's with everybody else, and it seems like the entire field now is single filed out, and we've quieted down quite a bit.
Yeah, there's a little action going on in the back, little side by side, but other than that, we're pretty much single file.
Look at this, Zach Brown, one of our winners this season, multiple races, fighting off Hosky in the 24.
Hosky's all over the back bumper of Brown.
And he's going to let off going into this next corner. Let's see if he goes for the pass. This is a very pivotal passing point. And he can't get it done, not close enough to do it there. Let's go back and take a look at Jeremy Stanley. Started 29th, has now moved his way back to 34th after being involved in an incident involving London in the 19, which is running directly behind him. Jeremy Stanley, this is not the race he wanted to see for him, especially coming off the terrible race he had at Vegas and Atlanta, just not being able to get any points made that much at all. So Jeremy Stanley in between a rock and a hard place now. He's got plenty of laps to make it up, but right now it seems the field isn't moving whatsoever, and I doubt he's going to be moving with the little damage he has.
We're actually going to have a lap car as Ryan Williams goes
very wide, and Tyler Wesley goes through.
The leaders are actually getting ready to come up on a lap car of Reed's.
Reed's is the car that went up onto the embankment going into the corner he's about to enter, actually, as they come across the line here. Reed's last lap was a 3:12, but that was merely because he was in the pits. Let's see what his lap this time will be. Not showing it on timing and scoring, but his fastest lap of the race was a 1:13, which is behind Stafford's 1:12 each lap he runs. So we'll wait and see if when they do catch Reed's, how Stafford's going to figure out how to get around him. Hopefully we see a little bit more easiness to the passing of lappers, unlike we've seen all year.
Yeah, and unlike we've seen in the past couple of races.
This being a road course, it's going to be extra tedious to get around these lappers, and that's why Reeds is going to have to make sure he doesn't do anything sudden. Stafford's got a line, he's going to run it, and this could...
Yeah, you really got to watch and pick your corners of where you're going to pass anybody, let alone a slower car.
Wait and see if Reed goes in the pits. He does not. I thought maybe he would. This time by, we'll see just how much Reed is being caught by Stafford, as we are yet to see any cars up front make a pit stop. We suspect in the next couple laps we could see one of our first pit stops. Not sure, though. We do not have a timetable, really.
Tyler Wesley has actually caught
Corey
Heffley
Heffley
and Stafford.
Yeah, Tyler Wesley looks to be one of the dominating cars, coming off his win last week at Atlanta, putting on a dominating run there. And actually, Tyler Wesley has just ran his fastest lap of the race, which, if I'm not mistaken, we'll check now to see if that's true. Yeah, Tyler Wesley goes to the top of the board, almost a complete second faster than any of these cars today as the fastest lap. Tyler Wesley, these last couple of races, he's been on a roll, and it's been hard to knock him off the pedestal that he's on now. With the momentum, I probably foresee a good finish here in Infineon, if not a win. But he's going to have to get around Corey, and that's not even the beast of this meet. It's definitely Stafford, who has a sick fast car, running very consistent laps.
And I think Tyler Wesley's actually going to try to pass. Probably the best place would be is going uphill to that right, to turn 2, that uphill right hand.
Corey Heffley this time by 0.9 seconds off the leader.
And Tyler Wesley was actually a second off of his last lap, which was his best lap.
So definitely losing a lot of speed, it seems, when you get behind another car. And they have yet to catch Reeds. Reeds is running about a... Oh, actually, Reeds just ran his fastest lap, which was a 12.551, which was actually considerably faster than Stafford. Keep in mind that Reeds has taken new tires since his incident early in the race.
And last time by, Tyler Wesley ran a 1:12.503.
Looking back in the field at some notable drivers, looking for Robert Pandiscio, who runs 14th now. If he wants to win this championship, he's going to have to make his way up to the front of the field, and he doesn't have that much time to do it. And the only reason I say that is because they got to figure that they're going to be making pit stops, and maybe some strategy may be played for Pandiscio here.
Yeah, unless Jeremy Stanley can really pull off a miracle, he's pretty much out of it. He's running 34th right now. He's running the second off of third place.
Not a lot of passing taking place here at with the road course. We suspected to see quite a bit, actually, but we haven't. And it could be these drivers are waiting not to use their stuff up just yet. And now it appears that Stafford is actually losing time on Reeds as he runs his second fast. Or Reeds now goes P8 on the board for the fastest lap of the race, so a top 10 fastest lap. So Reeds, I mean, you never know if Reeds can get his lap back. Actually, we'll check to see how many he's down. Reeds is down 3, so there's really no chance for him to get back. But he definitely has a good car. Unfortunately, taken out by a unfortunate incident early in this race, or he might have been one of the shining stars of the race.
Yeah.
Tyler Wesley and Corey Heffley still run very close as Stafford continues to pull just ever so slightly on Heffley.
Yeah. Behind them, the whole pack is single file right now. Got to think they're doing a little bit of pit strategy, seeing when they will come in to get or if they even come in to get tires and fuel.
Now, earlier in the race, we did see something quite interesting. Now, I'm going to crunch some numbers here, but we said Jeremy Stanley needs a miracle to win this championship. That is granted. Jeremy Stanley, as of right now, runs 34th place. That is very, 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 very out of points. He has no chance to win the championship in the place he's at now. Given the pit stop he made during this last caution, it would actually put him good for the entire race. He will not have to make another pit stop. Right now, he runs exactly the 57, 24 seconds behind the leaders. If we are to stay green and we are to run our green flag pit stops under green conditions, you never know. A miracle could be in place for Jeremy Stanley. He does not have to pit again, and if he can make up enough time and consistently stay at that time, we could expect to see Jeremy Stanley maybe in the top 10 before this day's over with.
And even if that does happen, and they all cycle back around, he's in the lead, he has to put up with the top 3 contenders right now, which is Tyler Wesley and Corey Heffley and Stafford, which are the 3 fastest cars on the track.
And Stafford is actually losing time now, it appears. Heffley's got down to a 0.6 as Tyler Wesley goes for the overtake into a very dangerous part of the track. And Tyler Wesley finally gets to Corey Heffley, and it appears he's finally going to make the move. Your championship leader on the inside. Now he's going to have to fight Corey. And while all this is going on, Brad Stafford is just pulling away. And very close contact made as, look at Corey Heffley. He is not about to give this position up. These guys are racing for it all here. Heffley not in the championship points, but he don't care. Heffley's going for a win.
Yeah, Wesley really is racing for it all.
And pit stop's underway, and it appears Wesley is going to stay out to lead a lap. This is pivotal in the championship. So pit stop's underway. Wesley elects to stay out longer. Question is, will Stanley pit this time, or does he think he has enough? I believe he does have enough fuel / tires to win this race on one stop, but that's not up to me. That's up to his crew chief. And there it is. Jeremy Stanley elects to pit. I don't believe it. That was his only chance, honestly, to win this race or to win this championship, and that's went out the window now.
I really think not pitting with the leaders is really going to hurt Tyler Wesley. It's going to put him about farther back in the field when they cycle back around.
You have to remember, these guys are going to get almost a lap on new tires on Wesley, and you can only imagine how much time that's going to cost Wesley. Looking to where all this pit road nonsense is coming out at. Looks like Ryan Williams is going to get out first. Contact. Oh, it looks like Stafford's got contact, and it's actually slowed Stafford up quite a bit, and it jumbled up the rest of the pit lane big time. As now Stafford lost a lot of time.
Pit stop this time.
Ryan Williams making up 5 spots on the pit stops. Wesley's in the pits, as Dick just said. So are Silverson. Talampis is in. McGee, McCaleb, Walton, and Gaines going to be your last row of cars to make a pit stop. Actually, I believe Zach Brown is going to jump in too. Yeah, Zach Brown and company. Waiting to see the first group of cars that aren't going to make a pit stop as all this is cycling through. Corey Heffley. I believe Corey Heffley actually might have gotten out of the pits before Ryan Williams, and I think that's actually correct. Corey Heffley has made up huge time on on Williams. Wesley now in the pits, getting his 4 tires changed as they come around here, waiting for Corey Heffley. There is Corey Heffley coming out of the last corner. And there he is. Let's see if he makes up any time on Wesley. Wesley up the hill and already into turn 1. Wesley making a lot of time up.
Yeah, his crew really had a good stop right there.
Now
I think that actually kept him in the lead.
We're looking for Stafford because Stafford was leading the race and doing it pretty dominantly.
Stafford is scored 12th right now, behind McCaleb and McGee.
We'll have to wait and see if Stafford can make anything up as we close in on the last 8 laps of this race. As Wesley leads by a lot. Zach Austin on pit road. Now what Tyler Wesley does not want to see is a caution. And this field is pretty bunched up for the most part right now in the back. A lot of these rookie drivers tend to make some rookie mistakes, so we'll have to wait and see if that's the case. Well, last week, Tyler Wesley almost plagued by a late lap caution, holding out the guys to take this win. And Tyler Wesley is doing this championship in style. If he can hold on to this win, he's definitely going to win this championship by a lot. Looking for Robert Pandiscio after the pit stops. He runs 16th, so actually losing quite a bit of spots on pit road. Not a good fan, or not a big mover Pandiscio is today, along with Jeremy Stanley.
If I remember right, he was actually 14th going into the pits. So I think he actually lost a couple of spots in the pits.
Going through the field here, trying to find Jeremy Stanley, 33rd. So Stanley makes 1 spot up on pit road, but that's not enough. Zach Austin back in the pits. Problems
There's got to
on
be
that
something.
machine.
Yeah, there's got to be something wrong with that car. And Heffley is being scored 3 seconds behind your leader, Tyler Wesley, right now.
That is a huge gap for this race.
And the number 2 car, which is in 3rd place, is 6.5 seconds behind your leader.
Well, we're going to go to our final commercial break. We'll be back for the conclusion of this race on Netflix, the Netflix Rookie Cup Series finale here on FMB TV3. Don't turn away. Welcome back to the Netflix Rookie Cup Series, and a wicked turn of events has occurred. Tyler Wesley leading the race by 3 seconds, and a random phantom caution, as we've seen all year long. It's not something we have gotten used to, really, but we've been forced to in some parts of the existence of these cautions. We don't know what happened, but we do know what is going to happen. We're going to get 4 laps of racing here as pace car pulls into pit road. Tyler Wesley is going to be your leader. Corey Heffley, followed by Silverson, Talampis, Williams, Riddle, McGee, McCaleb, Stafford, and Streeter around at your top 10. We're about to go back to green flag racing, and it's about to get intense. Look at Corey Heffley. He is getting real close to Tyler Wesley. He actually backs off a little bit.
D-Max is making a pit stop.
DeMax is in the pits. But we're about to go green flag racing. We are about to settle this out. Right now, Tyler Wesley leads the championship points. Something has to happen. Corey Heffley just wants a win. We're going to figure it all out now. Green flag is out, and Talampis is on the gas already, going into 1. He almost gets in the back of the Silverson.
He does get into Silverson. He moves him up the track.
All over the back bumper. It is go time, and they know it as Wesley already trying to pull a lead. Corey Heffley wants it bad, but he's going to have to work real hard. This Wesley's starting just to pull away already. He's got the car 2 weeks in a row.
And back, they're all jumbled up. Running 2 by 2 all the way through the back of the pack.
Question is Silverson going to have anything for Corey?
And if Silverstein gets around Corey, is he going to have anything for Tyler Wesley?
As Tyler Wesley has already, in Sebastian Vettel style, pulled about a second already on this field. Unprecedented. 2 weeks in a row. Something in that team has just come alive. Corey Heffley doesn't want to give up too early, though. He's got to worry about the 2 and even the 41 if it occurs. Jeremy Stanley is basically out of the points right now. He has no points being scored as it stands. And
he's fighting for 31st place.
Last time by, he was 32nd, and now he's fallen back even farther.
Towards the back of the pack, Pandiscio's been running to the tire barrier, and he's up into the fence.
Would that be a caution? We're looking for Pandiscio, and he's...
Oh, yeah, he's coming back up on the... He's
got a blown engine, and that might bring out the caution. No, he doesn't have a blown engine. Let's about to take a quick look and see what happened. Just like Jeremy Stanley, Brendan McGee, and oh, that's a huge hit. Luckily, again, that car does not roll. He's able to drive it away, and we remain green. Caution is to come out now. It'll be over.
That's
Side
pretty
by
much gonna
side.
lock it up.
Here comes the 91 of Streeter on the inside of Stafford, and that was close. Still side by side. Stafford's got to be displeased with the effort they've done today and losing this race basically, and giving it to your you're looking like your new champion here if it all goes well.
They were doing oh so good before they before that round of pit stops.
Two laps from the end of this race as Corey Heffley pulls a little bit on Silverson, followed by Talampis and Williams. Nothing's changed there.
And Tyler Wesley is real trying hard. He just set his fastest lap of the race again.
Tyler Wesley on old tires, 11.331, and he's actually pulled 3 seconds. It's amazing. And I'm not understanding what's come over this car. It seems like every race, at the end of each race, it gets hot, and when it does, it just pulls away. Question is a lapper going to affect this race? Looking ahead, we don't have any lappers, so DeMax is well away from Wesley. I don't think they'll ever get to him in a million years.
There's a lot of slipping and sliding going around in the back now.
Farther in the back, looking back here, some cars side by side. Look at Fan on the 22 of Anthony Ritchie. We haven't seen him much today. They're running for 27th place, still side by side through this dangerous part of this track.
Let's see if Ritchie's gonna, if Ritchie's gonna try it. He's gonna leave it in there.
Still side by side, the 44 not giving up though. Still side by side, and this is a fantastic battle here as they come through the tri-oval. Or not the tri-oval, through the dog league, excuse me. Fan makes the move and he gets it done. 22's not over it though. He's right on the back bumper. Not giving up. In front of him, the 10 car of Scott has gotten tons of damage throughout this race. We're not sure how he had that accumulate on his car, but he's still running strong.
Reeds is in the pits. McGee is trying to go around
Riddle here.
Thank
Side
you.
by side. It's going to be close. We haven't seen much of it work out. McGee having to get way out of the gas, sliding way outside of the track, still side by side.
Riddle went wide coming around that right-hand turn.
Coming to take the white flag. This time by for Tyler Wesley as he comes out of the last corner. Tyler Wesley now 4 seconds in front of the field. We remain green. We will finish this race under green conditions. Tyler Wesley, last lap before he becomes a Netflix Rookie Cup Series champion.
And Ritchie just got overtaken by Alex Gordon. No,
Side
Ritchie's
by
fighting
side.
back.
Now Ritchie goes through. Gordon not being able to get it done there.
He didn't get a good enough run off that corner because he drove it in.
An anticlimactic race, it seems, for a lot. For others, they just wanted to get this season over with and get on to next season at Daytona. It's not surprising, as clean as this race has been, just because these guys have went through a grueling 15-race season, and a lot of these drivers, their first 15 races. But for Tyler Wesley, it's going to be bittersweet because he wins the championship here, and it's almost confirmed that he will be moving on to the Cup Series next season. So this will probably be his last season in the Netflix Rookie Cup Series. He's got to seal the deal, though. The last 2 corners, gets this one done. Hard slowing right-hander, now back under the gas. Out of the last corner, Tyler Wesley is your 2013 Season 1 Netflix Rookie Cup Series champion at Sonoma.
Congratulations to Tyler Wesley.
And the back of the
first annual Rookie Cup Series championship.
And we're still racing back here in the back. Stafford gets 9th. 10th, actually, excuse me.
Vonderberg got 14th.
Vonderberg not being able to really get anything done here.
James 15, Gilson 16.
And Pandiscio is going to finish, it appears, dead last
33rd.
on the running order.
And let's see, Jeremy Stanley finished 31st. So neither one of them had scored any points today.
Now the question is, where will Talampis come out of all this? We do know Wesley gets the win, and it's almost for sure that Talampis will be your second place finisher.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like.
So let's go over your final official standings of the year. And move on to next. Tyler Wesley wins it over 7 seconds over Corey Heffley and Stilverson, second and third, followed by the 41 of Talampis, the 98 of Ryan Williams for fourth and fifth. 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th are going to go to Riddle in the 83, the 82 of Brendan McGee, the 28 of McCaleb, the 17 of Stafford, and the 91 of Streeter will get the top 10. Vonderberg gets 14th, and once again, we'll go over. Pandiskio finishes 33rd, Jeremy Stanley 31st. Those dominant cars of the season. Just, it's a road course race. It brings out certain drivers, and it really tested all the drivers that haven't been on a road course's skill set. And it appears Tyler Wesley is one of those good drivers on this track. We really thought we would see Vonderberg or even Darcy Sprut try to make something up. She finishes 21st, and Vonderberg, once again, his number of his car, 14th place. Well, we want to thank everybody for joining in throughout the entire season. We will be back next season, and we can't wait to get to Daytona and get testing there. Again, we couldn't do it without all you fans. Thank you for liking the Facebook page. Make sure to check out other our entire association of offline leagues. We've got a horde of them for entertainment on all levels: dirt, asphalt, road course, oval. What you got or what you want, we've got. So make sure to always watch the videos, comment what you want to see, and we'll see you next season for Tyler Wesley, or for Dick, Alex Bates, and Robert Campbell. Like we always say, until we meet again, and we'll see you next season.